I knew Hasbro's switch to windowless boxes was going to be bad, but this is worse than I even expected. You've probably seen this picture floating around the internet, and unfortunately, it seems as though it is not an isolated incident. So where do we go from here? What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. Together, we are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. Hey, guess what? We're in the new studio. How's it look? I'm pretty pumped to actually be filming here. It's a pretty cool setup. Let's talk about this plastic window thing. We'll call it Plasticgate. I don't know. There have been reports all over the internet, all over Facebook groups and forums and you name it, of things coming out of boxes that aren't supposed to be in there. And it's not just the swapping, and yeah, there's a lot of swapping going on. It's also a lot of QC complaints. In fact, I'm seeing more QC complaints about Hasbro product than I can ever remember seeing before. This isn't just confined to big box stores. We're already seeing some concerns and reports of things being swapped out from giant retailers like Amazon, or rhymes with Smamazon. And of course this is from returns, but yeah, that didn't take long to be an issue. And what the hell is with the tape? It's just Scotch tape. I had heard reports that we were gonna get some sort of a tamper-proof tape, and I imagine we get something like they use on DoorDash, where they tape the bag shut, and if it's ripped, you know it's been tampered with. But no tamper-proof tape. That probably would have cost too many extra pennies. I honestly just don't get it at this point. Like I said, Hasbro should have known better. They didn't want to get rid of the windows completely and just leave them open because of theft. Isn't this worse? Like, just get rid of the boxes. This is a terrible idea. You can still get rid of the plastic. I know you're worried about swappers, but come on, for the love of God, it can't be worse than this. And if that's not enough, kind of damaging Hasbro's reputation further is we've already seen examples of boxes that aren't accurate. By not accurate, I mean that the mock-ups on the box of the figure are not the same as the figure once they come out. A great example of this I recently learned about from the Spectre Creative YouTube channel is the new Marvel Legends Gore that's Amazon exclusive. In the mock-up on the front of the box, hey, it looks great. It's got the pinless joints. But once you look at the figure itself, no pinless. Alright, so breaking news here. As I was going through the editing process on this video, another Hasbro error came to light. This time it's on the VHS Mystique that is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So as 𝐒𝐸 points out on his Instagram, the figure that is on the render is pretty different than the actual product. More specifically, the figure on the render is a better figure. So it's got double jointed elbows that are pinless, it's got a bicep swivel, the face and torso and even legs look better. What happened? Now, credit to the Marvel marketing team over at Hasbro, they did jump out in front of this. Dan Yoon put this up on his Twitter shortly after this came to light, just calling it an oversight, which happens. Mistakes happen, I get it, but it's just been so many mistakes lately, and it comes at the same time that you jacked up the price and you put it in this blind packaging so people can't see the mistakes until they buy it. Making this video is kind of risky, because making a video like this could embolden others to try to do some swapping or some stealing or whatever, because they say, hey look, that person got famous. But I ended up weighing the pros and cons, and I decided the risk was worth it. I know you might see this, Hasbro, and I would love to just see you guys address this and what your plan is moving forward. The way I see it, you have three options. And no, I'm not even charging you for this consulting right now. Number one, develop a security seal. This will force big box stores to sell returns at a discount, but it will also encourage them to look at the product more upon return. Scotch tape can easily be faked. Some sort of a security tape, it's a lot harder to fake. Option 2, go to a windowless packaging now. We've seen you do it with Transformers. We've seen you do it with the Skywalker Strikes Con exclusive. It works. It's probably not as cheap as doing the closed packaging, but this is a PR disaster. Option number 3, go back to the standard packaging, ditch the inner blister to keep the plastic low if you need to, and just have the little window. Maybe do the stamp I talked about in my previous video. I guess there is a fourth option, and the fourth option is pretend that nothing is wrong and hope that things get better.
Hope.
But here's the thing, Hasbro, hope is not a strategy. I had hope that the measures I put in place to make sure my basement wouldn't flood would work. Didn't work out so well, did it? Fear not, I have a strategy now. I have all sorts of mitigation processes in place so I'll never flood again. And if I do, I'll have enough time to get the toys out. If you want to see the whole rebuild, what it looks like now, our basement toy warehouse, check out this video here. And remember, you gotta get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.